Welcome to the FnF Semifinals. This is the second semifinals set, which is featuring Quest Requested's team Dutch Inkays versus Colin's team Appletun Allegiance. And this is, as a reminder, going to be a set that is best of three. So the winner of the set is the one who could win 2 games first. So we're going to see at least one more match after this. As another reminder, the Mega Pokemon that are available on both teams are Mega Steelix and Mega Lopunny respectively. And then the Z Crystal Pokemon we have are Hydreigon, who could use Attack Z moves, who is present in this battle. Azumarill, who could use any Z move, is not present, both on Dutch Inkays. And then for Appletun Allegiance, we have Talonflame, who is absent, who could use Attack Z moves, and Ninetales Alola, who is also absent, who could use any Z move. So we won't be seeing a Z move coming from Appletun Allegiance, possibly from Dutch Inkays, however, and Mega Pokemon from both sides in this matchup. Joining me in commentary today is FFC, if you want to say hello.
Hello.
And we are going to do some initial thoughts, so I'll actually let you start with those initial thoughts, and then I'll chime in after you.
Okay. One thing I initially noticed was he did bring his Hitmonlee, and an unburdened Hitmonlee could be pretty damaging to it's the
Appletun Allegiance.
I'm just gonna say Colin's team. At the same time, I'm not sure what he could have on, or who he could set up on with Hitmonlee, but if he does, that's something to watch out for. Maybe on the Adino.
Yeah.
I am curious if he brought a Z move, because a Scarfed Hydreigon could do a lot of damage to this team. Nothing he has really resists a Dragon type move, so
That's true.
some things to look into.
Yeah, upon looking at it, I'm noticing that Hydreigon is definitely going to be a strong Pokemon in this match, because not only does nothing resist Dragon, but nothing except Mega Lopunny resists Dark. So Hydreigon could actually fire off some really strong shots, so that might be something that's really good for Quest. And of course, on Appletun Allegiance, we're seeing Audino come in. That's pretty much his only strictly passive Pokemon. Decidueye could be passive, and so can Rotom to an extent, but like Audino is pretty much strictly passive. Audino is there for the clerical role versus Amoonguss. He definitely wanted to make sure Amoonguss could not do anything last time. I'm actually a little bit surprised that Quest brought Amoonguss this time, considering how effectively Colin countered Amoonguss. As anybody who watched the previous match that they went against each other recall, Appletun Allegiance actually won 6-0 to Quest. So Quest is going to have to really bring it this time to try and take at least one Pokemon down, because last time he wasn't able to do that. I think he definitely has something in mind, especially Delmise I think will be good in this matchup as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Colin really wants this as well. So we're sure to be seeing a very interesting set.
It is true, because Amoonguss Regenerative Spore is a very good ability and moveset to bring, but if he did bring Safety Goggles again, that's one thing, but he also has a Grass type on his own team that could switch in to anything really that Amoonguss could throw out, because I don't believe the special attack set of Amoonguss will do much to Decidueye.
It just doesn't want to get Toxicked.
That's true. If he did bring Toxic as well as Spore, then that could change some things. Honestly, I'm not sure who's going to lead. I'm assuming Rotom's going to come out first for a Volt Switch, and possibly the same for Jolteon, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.
And actually, why don't we see right now, because I'm itching to see how this goes. So let's do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm curious also to see how Kyurem Black factors into this. This is one trade that he made in the final week of the Draft League. King Fuse really wanted to see Kyurem Black get into the playoffs, so Colin was the vessel with which Kyurem Black went
really?
in. To be honest, I'm wondering how this will fare, because Manaphy, I think, was really good for his team, but Kyurem Black is Kyurem Black, so he definitely has a lot more hyper offensive presence right off the bat now.
That's true. I mean, honestly, there's not much that could take a hit from Kieran Black on that team. Steelix is one, because I don't believe Kieran Black gets any great ground-type moves. Oh, and it's starting. He leads with Dragalge this time versus Hydreigon.
Hydronoid and Dragalge. Interesting Dragon versus Dragon matchup. I'm really curious to see how this goes.
I do wonder if Hydronoid's a reference to a show I watched a long time ago. It was Bakugan.
It could
be. It just... I haven't thought about that in forever. But do you think Dragalge will stay in? Because I do believe it's going to be slower than this Hydreigon, even if it's not scarfed.
I could see Quest pulling a U-turn because Quest traditionally doesn't like to stay in on the first turn just in case. So I could see him pulling a U-turn with Hydreigon. I'm not sure whether Dragalge will stay in. Maybe Dragalge will call that bluff, but I don't think there's anything that could really switch in comfortably to Dragalge unless Steelix comes in on a Sludge Bomb. But if Dragalge stays in, it'll probably be using Draco Meteor.
Yeah, most likely. I don't know what Dragalge could switch to, because I'm not sure if he built anything very specially defensive, and most likely that's going to be what Hydronoid has.
Yeah, definitely. Really curious. I mean, Quest runs Hydreigon differently every battle, to be honest. I've seen him run defensive Hydreigon, I've seen him run mixed attacker, I've seen him run choice Hydreigon. He's run it all, so it's very hard to predict what Quest has up his sleeve with Hydreigon. But Hydreigon is definitely going to be a valuable asset for him, so I think that he might go for the U-turn to keep Hydreigon preserved and switch into something that maybe can take a hit from Dragalge. I'm going to assume Steelix because Colin would have to go really big brain with the Surf Read. I'm not sure if he's going to do that, but we'll see.
Yeah, another thing to keep in mind is Hydronoid gets Earth Power as well as Draco Meteor, so he could
Correct.
easily, even if he had, for example, one of the berries like Haban Berry, if he went for the other move, Dragalge's just gone. Oh, he just go for the Draco.
Right off the bat. Interesting choice from Quest. Dragalge is now down, but Hydronoid is down 2 in its special attack. Kieran Black is here to take advantage of that weakened state.
But I doubt Hydronoid will stay in. If it's scarfed, then he has to switch unless he wants to go for the weakened.
Yeah, it won't stay in.
Draco.
I highly doubt it'll stay in. Yeah.
Hard switch to Steelix.
Taking
go for
a
the Dragon Claw.
Solid Snake.
Solid Snake comes out, switching straight to Rotom Wash to protect the Earthquake. Oh,
And
but the
Gyro
Gyro
Ball
Ball almost
actually.
no damage. Rotom must not be very speed invested in that case.
Yeah, probably defensive Rotom. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Stealth Rock, to be honest.
Maybe he's trying to switch it up and wasn't expecting the... Maybe he thought that Kieran would stay in, he could get a strong Steel-type move in on him.
Quest going on the offensive right off the bat is pretty surprising for him because he usually goes for the pivots and the Stealth Rock, but interesting. Volt Switch, nice read on the Pokey Shroom switch in, and in comes, I'm going to guess, oh,
Kieran was back out. Interesting,
Ooh.
He looked like he was physically built. Does he have an Ice-type move, a special Ice-type move on him?
Guess we'll have to wait and see, but I would not be surprised if this was a substitute Kyurem. Let's see. If it gets a substitute up, Colin is in a really good advantage, especially because of Kyurem's offensive abilities, and there goes the substitute.
He sets up a substitute. Interesting. Going for the Dragon Claw on the
Interesting. Dragon Claw. I wonder why he's going for Dragon Claw versus Steelix. Not going to do much damage. Stealth Rock is now up as well. It might be good for him to switch in Rotom in this case, I think.
He might only have Fusion Bolt left on Kyurem after
That's
other than Dragon
true.
Claw.
Maybe substitute Roost, Fusion Bolt, Dragon Claw.
Maybe he was just trying to use up the substitute as much as he could before he switched out.
Yeah, that's probably the case.
I'm expecting another Rotom Wash. I'm assuming that's his Defogger.
Yes, I would be very surprised if he didn't switch to Rotom Wash. Maybe Decidueye. Yeah, here in comes Decidueye to take a... actually, Mizar's going to come in.
Mizar switches in. Interesting. I wonder... If Mizar's running the Signal Beam or Shadow Ball, that could do a lot of damage to Decidueye.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what Decidueye could do here. He could probably go for Leaf Blade and do massive damage, but I'm not sure if it would kill.
Yeah, this is a tough decision by Colin. Mizar's in a really good position right now. Shadow Ball, I don't even know if it would one-hit KO, actually. If it's Spexed, who knows? Jolteon is a force to be reckoned with when it's Spexed. I'm wondering if Colin's going to call out that Shadow Ball and switch to Audino.
Oh, actually, he goes for the Volt Switch. What will he switch into? Probably Delmies or Amoonguss, if I would guess.
I think Amoonguss is a no-go for Quest right now, as long as Kyurem Black could come in and set up the substitute. Hydreigon's actually the one who comes in, taking the Leaf Blade.
Resistant Leaf Blade doing about 22%. So a very good switch in. The Dark type of Hydronoid is going to be really threatening to this Decidueye.
Definitely.
He stays in, but he has the Colbur Berry. Going for the Brave Bird.
Down goes Decidueye.
43%, putting Hydronoid in death range, but now he is down 2 mons. If it were me, I would go for the Mega right here.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure if Fake Out will kill, but
I think Hydronoid's gonna get out of there, in my opinion.
True, because if he is Scarfed or anything else and stuck in a Dark type move and he Megas, it's going to be resistant and easy to deal with.
We could see Amoonguss come in, and now that Decidueye is gone, Spore will be able to hit any of the Pokemon, unless they're holding safety goggles like last time. I'm wondering if that's what Colin went for again. But yeah, Spore can definitely be an asset for Quest now.
I'm wondering if he's going to try to go for the Heartbeat and go for a full-powered return or anything like that instead of Fake Out, just because he expects the switch.
So far, scores 6-4 with Quest in the lead, but anything could happen. In comes Amoonguss, like we thought, and Lopunny goes for the Ice Punch.
Oh, the
freeze!
The freeze, this could change things. Okay,
this
Lopunny,
could be game-defining.
Going for the return, does 42%, just about the same as Ice Punch.
Pokeshroom is frozen.
Yeah, going for that return probably to predict the switch in just in case. A very smart move. Question is, will he keep Pokeshroom in and sack it off, or try to get the Regenerator boost by switching it out?
This is very unfortunate for Amoonguss.
He is not happy. Yeah, freeze is one of the most annoying ones because it happens so rarely, but unfortunately, what can you do? This is really pivotal because if he takes out Pokeshroom here, a lot of his mons are more safe now.
There goes Pokeshroom. I think we might see Delmise come in. I think Delmise can take a hit from Lopunny and then strike back with Power Whip.
Thankfully, Lopunny still can hit Delmise with Scrappy.
Oh, Steelix comes in.
Does he think Steelix can take one fit fighting type move from Lopunny?
Drain Punch or High Jump Kick will do a lot. I don't think Drain Punch will kill.
But I think High Jump Kick would.
Yeah, High Jump Kick might.
It might be time to switch back to Rotom. He's probably predicted that though. No, he still went for Gyro Ball.
Rotom
this would be
is here.
This would be the time to go for Defog and get rid of those rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, he could also just go for Hydro Pump and get the damage out.
Ooh, Hydro Pump.
Doing 52% to his Jolteon. Another one would take it out. Jolteon is Life Orb, so it could do some decent damage to Rotom.
I think Jolteon's gonna go for the Volt Switch into the Delmise.
I would Defog here and get ready to switch. Or even Volt Switch yourself. It really comes down.
Maybe even a Volt Switch into Hitmonlee.
Volt Switch doing very good damage there. 37% for a base 70 power move. The Delmise does come out. Shipwreck comes out. Or Shripwreck.
Shripwreck. I wonder why he named it Shripwreck.
Ooh, the Hydro Pump coming up. He needs to save Rotom. Or sack it off and go for the Defog and let everything else take care of it.
I think Defog at this point isn't as important as keeping Rotom alive.
Yeah, if he's going to switch, I think Adino into a Wish for Rotom could be a good play.
Ooh, anchor shot is going to trap Audino.
40%. This is going to be tough for... Oh my god, Colin, he's got a something. A good play by Quest there. Power Whip coming out and taking out the Audino, it's fine. He got the wish off, that's what he's there for. He really has to go into Rotom and maybe Volt Switch again just to get the heals.
Score is 5-3. The offensive powerhouses of Colin's team still alive, as well as Audino. Lopunny's going to come in, probably going to go for that Ice Punch.
The Ice Punch will do a lot of damage.
I think it'll take it down.
You think it will?
Yeah.
Shipwreck, I believe he has very good defense stat though, base 100 if I'm not incorrect. Oh no, it's still doing it.
Still
Lopunny
down.
is a very offensive threat, and he's back to full health. This is still doable for both sides, although...
Hitmonlee is still alive. If it's choiced, that's game for Quest, if Hitmonlee's choiced, I think.
That's true. And also, if it could just set up Unburden, it's the same thing as being...
It can't set up Unburden versus Lopunny. Lopunny will plow through it even with a defense boost. So I think Hitmonlee really needs to bank on Scarf for this match.
Lopunny is really his best bet for everything left on the field.
Yeah, Lopunny can plow through the rest of Quest's team. Losing Amoonguss was mortal for him. Mortal? Fatal. Mortal.
I mean, yeah. The only thing that really could help him right now is Hitmonlee. I think if he plays it right and gets Lopunny to switch out, he can take out the other threats.
And here comes Alito over Hitmonlee.
If it's not Scarfed and Lopunny can get one Drain Punch in, that might be it.
Yeah. Or Return. I think Return will one-hit KO it.
Probably.
Scarf, close combat.
Close combat would do a lot of damage here. Lopunny's not the most defensive mon, so...
Yeah. Ooh, and the switch!
Does come in.
Ooh, and Alito sets up Curse. I think this is it. Wow. That one turn was game-defining, I think. Unless something can happen with Rotom.
Well, he says GG. Rotom needs to get some chip damage in here or something in case he tries to set up one more time. What is Rotom's item? Do we know? Leftovers? Close combat coming out.
Close combat takes down Rotom. In comes Lopunny, probably going to go for the fake out, but it won't be enough.
No.
Oh wait, he might switch into Cure and Black. Yup, and the defense drop from close combat could be enough for fake out to take out Hitmonlee, actually.
It all comes down to this. Oh my gosh. Maybe Lopunny... Does Lopunny get any priority moves? I don't believe it does.
It's not enough.
Not quite
but
enough.
Does Lopunny have Quick Attack?
No
Quick Attack. And it goes down to the close combat from Hitmonlee with a 4-0 score for Quest in this first match. Really brilliant performance by Quest. It looks like he really learned from the last battle where he got 6-0'd. Colin pulling out some good stops for this one too. But anything could still happen. We still have at least one more match in this set.
That's true. I think the early loss of Dragalge really messed up. I think Dragalge might have been his cover for this mon since Poison resists all his fighting moves.
Yeah.
But for all we know, it could have gone very differently with different teams. A very good play by Quest, keeping 4 of his mons alive. I think, honestly, Mega Steelix came in a lot, but he didn't really put much of a threat. But the other 3 left on the field were all very powerful and could have taken this for him.
Yeah, if I was Quest, I would switch Amoonguss for Victini, to be honest. I think Amoonguss is just a little too passive for the hyper offense that Colin brings. If I was Colin, I would probably switch out Audino, because I think Audino, same thing. I think this has to be an offense-on-offense battle. The passive Pokemon didn't do as well, in my opinion.
It's very true. He got to heal his Mega, but that really didn't help him too much in the long run.
Yeah. But anyways, very interesting battle, and the trainers now both have 30 minutes to make any desired changes to their team before their next match. So the next match will be coming very soon, and it'll be very exciting. So Stay tuned and stick around.
Sounds good.